Hey y'all, it's Elisha and welcome back to Elisha's Crafty Hoplop. This is pre-recorded to appear on Saturday morning for our newbie Saturday video. Well y'all, I blame Jelly Bean entirely for this little fiasco. Y'all know I like to make tassels. It's the one jewelry kind of thing I enjoy. But these are, and forgive my fingers, I'm covered in fabric tack. But there's a reason for that. And that's because I've been making these darling little tassel shabby tassels. Now, Jelly Bean knew I loved these. She knew I was going to love them. So she sent me one as an inspiration, which meant really it was like challenge on, game on, Jelly Bean. I can figure out how to do it. So y'all, I now can make these two different ways despite my hand issues. And if I can do it, anyone can do it, because y'all know I drop sequins, I drop anything small, I have small motor issues with my hands, and if I can make these, oh, you can too. And y'all, let's be honest, they're super cute. They're super cute. Alright, so I make these two different ways. I like sometimes to have this kind of loop, not the eye pin loop that we attach to a jump ring, because guys, let's be honest, sometimes those jump rings that look good on this size are so small that when we attach them to a project there isn't enough room. So I like to make both. That's actually what you call easy to tie beading thread from BB Craft. And then I also made a bunch using the little tiny eye pin eyelets. See how tiny those are? Yeah, you see? And so the kind of jump ring that looks good with that is very small. And sometimes, y'all, we need a bigger jump ring for a project and then it looks weird. So that's why I made them in two different ways. One with a bigger loop using the beading wire and the coordinating color of the bead cap, because I didn't want it to stand out, because I want this darling trim to be the whole attraction. So these were made using my favorite trim. It's from a Hobby Lobby. It's called Merchant 41 Tassel Trim. This is all I have left, y'all, and it's currently sold out at Hobby Lobby. I know, because I've tried ordering it online twice now, and it's still sold out. So there it is. This is what it looks like. Y'all know I use this on a lot of my shabby projects. I use it on my shabby cards. I use this thing for everything. And Jelly Bean knows it's my favorite trim, which is why she made me one of these, sent it to me, and the dare was on. Well, if I can do it, anyone can do it. All right, y'all. Let's do the easy one first. The eye pin one is the easy one. So the first thing you need to know is that I've tested this out. For me, the comfortable length is 1.5 inches. That's about what I need in order to get a nice tight roll and to fit it neatly into my bead cap. I don't know the official size of this bead cap, but this is the size of it, y'all. Sorry, that's my eye pin. That's the size of my bead cap. They're pretty small, pretty narrow. So you're thinking you're really going to get in a big roll like that? Yes. You need patience, y'all. Now, I've seen people do a tassel where they put it on a skewer, a barbecue skewer, and they roll it. You can do that. You absolutely can do that. I'll tell you what I do. Don't laugh at me. I have my own system. Jelly Bean's going to be like, girly, that's how you make them? It is. See my eye pin? It's in my fabric tack, and there's a reason. There you go. So I've now coated the eye pin with fabric tack, and there's a reason for that. I want extra security when I put it through my cone. Okay, so now it's through the cone. I just set it aside for a minute. Now I take my fabric tack and I line it up on the trim, and I don't use a skewer. I use my knee. I'm not kidding. But I'm going to try to do it for you on camera without using my knee. I may be a messy maker, y'all. I have my own weird ways of working. That's why my fingers are covered in glue. But you see how tight I can get this without a skewer? So my hands get messy, but y'all, my tassel's nice and tight. For me, that's all that matters. I can always wash the glue off my hands. I can't redo the tassel. So you see? So now it's nice. It's a nice tight tassel. I don't like this one little piece of this hanging out. So I'm going to cut that off. Sometimes because it's a tassel trim, y'all, you have that, you just trim it off. Okay. And then I very patiently wait a second for the glue to set. Fabric tack is not super fast grabbing. Y'all know I like a fast grabbing glue. But fabric tack gives you a little bit of set time. So I wait very patiently till the glue sets. That's a clue. If you rush this and you go to stick it in the tassel while the glue is still setting, it'll come undone. Just be patient for a second or two. That's long enough. Okay, so then I take this again, my now completed tassel, and I just coat the outside very gently so I don't undo my tassel in fabric tack. And this is where it gets a little tricky. See, I dropped the eye pen. What did I tell y'all? Oh my gosh, I have done this perfectly every single time. And of course now I'm doing the tutorial and the eye pin fell up. Well, now I gotta recoat my eye pin in the fabric tack. Hold on. Give me a second. Because it won't work otherwise if I don't coat this. Because I don't believe that it's secure unless it's coated in fabric tack. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now you insert, reinserting that back. I hope I didn't wait so long because the fabric tack, you see, starts setting. Now, this is where it requires your patience, y'all. You have to very gently nurture, without getting glue all over your tassel, nurture the piece inside the tassel cap. And there you go. Now, why is it so important to be patient? Well, if you force it in too fast, two things can happen. You can ruin the tassel that you've put together. And worse, you can get glue all over your little shabby tassel. And if you do that, it's like getting matted hair. It looks terrible, y'all. So there you have it. And that is how you make a little gypsy shabby tassel using the merchant trim. That's it, y'all. So you want to do another one so you can see it again? That's as simple as it is. Now that's the one with the eyelet. I will tell you that the other one I make, this version, is much tougher because you have to loop the beading wire through, knot it underneath, glue it, and then make the tassel. And most of you probably don't want this type of, this is sort of like what you would use on a cell phone to dangle it. Most of you probably want the eye one. I can show you how to do the other one. Let me know down below if you want me to do a tutorial for the other kind too. But let's make another one of these so you just get a chance to see it again. So, really simple. See? Jelly Bean made me do it. If I can do it, y'all, anyone can do it. And you even saw I dropped the eye pin in the middle of the tutorial and I still got it done. Okay. Now, Jelly Bean probably does not coat her eye pins in fabric tack. She probably doesn't need this extra step of security. But you know what, y'all? I like the extra step. Makes me feel comfortable. Like if I make a mistake or I haven't done something right, that it's coated in the fabric tack. That eyelet's not going to move anywhere. It's all good. It's all set. It's all done. Okay, let me put that through. And let's hope this time I don't drop it. All right. So we have our tassel. See, it sheds a little. And we're going to put our fabric tack on. Oh, sorry. I should be doing this so you can actually see. I forget sometimes to turn on and frame, y'all. You know that? Okay. And then you roll really tight and patient. Tight and patient. This one's a tiny, this one's a tiny bit smaller. I will give you a bit of a tip. The smaller you make it, the harder it is to do. So just make sure you know that. There we go. And I'm just going to patiently wait for it to set. Remember what I said, don't rush that. Do not rush that. Let it set. It's really important. Because if you rush it, you're likely to ruin the whole tassel. Just wait till it sets. Be super patient. There you go. Now it's perfectly set, and I can see that. And then you take your fabric tack again, and again you go around very gently, because you don't want to undo all that nice hard work you just did, right? Go around very gently. Now let's see if Elisha can pick it up this time and not drop the eyelet pin. There we go. Bravo, Elisha. Okay. And then remember I said? You ease it in. Now this one was smaller, so it didn't take much easing. This was, usually I make these at, I told you, 1.5 inches. This was a slightly smaller one, and that's because I wanted a smaller tassel for something. Sometimes I like to make babies to go on baby projects, right? And there you have it, y'all. And that is it. There's another shabby tassel. So this is a really easy way. They call these gypsy tassels, like these kinds of kind of rough and funky ones, but this one is a specific tassel, shabby tassel. But you could use this not just on shabby projects. I mean, this trim is certainly super shabby, and I always use it for my shabby projects. But I actually would use these tassels for all sorts of projects, not just for shabby ones. And that, folks, is our quick tutorial for Saturday, for Newbie Saturday. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And a big thank you to Jelly Bean Junction, who sent me the inspiration tassel that made me determined to make these and to learn how to make these. So thank you, Jelly Bean. And you see, folks, if I can do it, really anyone can. All right, I will see you later on today. Wishing you a happy, healthy, and a super creative Saturday. Bye for now.